All right. This was a message sent me by a member of my WhatsApp group. Let's call him AK because I don't want his identity to be known. So he asked me this question. Loy Machedo, sir, I had this question about relationships with your parents in their 30s, in your 30s. Okay, does it become only transactional as time goes by and you have to live your own life? I'm facing this currently and I feel a bit weird, but I also know that I have my own life to live ahead. Any advice would be appreciated. Thank you. First and foremost, I really have to appreciate AK, not because he sent me the question, rather, the very fact that he's asked that this topic is bothering him, his relationship with his parents, that clearly shows that his upbringing has been good. He's a good man. He loves his parents. And he's genuinely sad that his relationship with his parents is now going further and further apart. And so, for that, I have to give him nothing but respect and kudos both to his parents and to himself. So that's number one. Number two is, see, it is not a universal truth that everyone, as they grow big, they detach themselves from parents. It's different for different people. I personally know some of my clients who stay with their parents and they love their parents a lot and they're very close. Even today, like I know this guy, he's in his 30s or 35. Like he still considers his dad as his friend. I know a female who's in her 40s. She considers both her mom and dad her best friends. Okay, her story is she's kind of single, successful in her career and everything else, and she's single. So very close to her parents. So that is one. And yes, there are some people who are married and they love their parents, but maybe they're not that involved. But by default, what I personally feel is your relationship with your parents may not have that much quality time together as you climb the ladder of success or your responsibilities grow. For example, I'll give you my cousin. My cousin, she occupies a very senior position, extremely senior. Okay, let's say at the C level. Okay, CEO, CFO, that kind of level. She's not a workaholic. She works for the time allotted to her. Okay, and then obviously she has to work a little bit extra because she is at that senior level. And then she doesn't sit in the office like most of the men, 24 hours sitting in the office. No. Okay, and she doesn't travel. They mostly do meetings with their online constituents across the globe. Okay, but after she finishes work, she has to, kind of pick up her daughters. Even though they're grown up, she prefers to pick them up or whatever. Okay, interact with them. She spends time with her daughters. Then she also has her son, where she has to, he's young. She has to pick him, drop him, take his responsibilities. Okay. Then obviously the house, she has to buy the groceries, whatever. Okay. Sometimes the driver may go, sometimes the servant may go. Okay. And then she has a business that she occupies and works at the side. So she has to obviously focus on that. And she has to meet her business partner. And by the time she comes home, she is practically exhausted. Okay. But she makes time to eat food with, obviously her husband, her children, her parents. And she makes sure that she spends little time with everyone. Okay. But do you see how challenging it is in 24 hours? You'll sleep 8 hours and then you have 16 hours left. And then 8 hours goes to work. So now we have only 8 more hours. And you have to divide the time between business and children and taking care of the house. So it becomes you're like juggling so many balls. Like for example, me, I don't have my parents. I don't go out. I'm normally at home, but I can definitely. And my wife is here and my kid is here. But despite this, I still find it challenging to spend time with my child. I still find it time to spend too much time with my wife. I still struggle to have personal time. Yes, I do a little bit of gaming. And if I check my YouTube videos and I check my client work and I spend my, self education, finished, my day is over. Like I was telling my wife the other day that, I get up nowadays, I get up at 12 o'clock. If you see my video where I spoke about my routine, my 2025 routine, I get up at 12. By the time I finish my videos, it's already 5. Then I have to go to the gym. So it becomes like 6, 6:30. Then I go get food to eat and I bring it here at home. And it's already 8. Okay. Then I have to edit the videos and maybe put it up and have some client work. By the time it's already like eating food and all this, it becomes 12 o'clock in the night. Then I get 1, 2 hours where I can spend either playing a game, watching, something entertaining or relaxing, and voila, I go to sleep. Once again, the whole day starts all over again. So you see, it's time is a challenge. It's not that we don't have time. It's rather, how do you allocate time? Where do you make time for? What is important for you? So, in answer to your question, uh, it all comes down to your responsibilities. Okay. How many more responsibilities? Do you have wife? Do you have kids? Do you have friends? Do you have business? Do you have work? Do you have, you know, uh, what all? Second one is, what does your role ask you to do? Do you have to travel? Do you have to go for meetings? Do you have to, spend time networking, mentoring others? Okay. Then comes to your personal hobbies or interest. Do you go for training? Do you go to the gym? Do you, play games in a group, or do you do meditation? What? And then finally, it comes down to how much time do you have to allocate between your wife, your kids, and your parents. So when you have all this, it does become very hard to maintain a relationship with your parents. Very hard. Like when you're a small boy or when you go to school, your parents have to help you get ready. You go to school, then you come back, then you spend time with your parents. And there also it's a challenge because if they're working, by the time they come back, you have only a few hours before you go to sleep. But at least that quality time is there. And maybe your holidays, Saturday, Sunday, if it's a 5-day week, you can spend time with them there. Okay. Okay, fine. You're lucky there. But then that's it. But like I said, as your goals grow, as your roles responsible, like you want to achieve success, let's say you want to be number one in sports, or you want to be number one in studies, or number one at your workplace, you have to train. Like you'll never see an athlete sit at home. An athlete will be training in the gym with the coach, out in the field. And if you are a person who wants to score the highest marks in his exam, after school, you have to go for extra classes. Then you have to sit and study at home. Then you have to practice your homework. You will not get time even if you're in the same house. And then lastly, once you start your career, you will never sit at home, man. So if I were to answer your question in just few words, I would say yes, it is impossibly hard to spend time with your parents, especially if you have roles, responsibilities, challenges, dreams, priorities that pull you in all different directions. And how many people are there in your life? Wife, kids, friends, relatives? Do you have a large team? And that's one of the reasons why I prefer to be a freelancer, solopreneur, as you call it, because I don't want to spend more time with my teams and other people coordination. It's a bloody headache. Yeah. The more larger your organization grows, the more, yes, there are perks of more money and, more better things in life, but time is the most valuable resource. So overall, what I would tell you is you need to figure out what is important to you. Yes, as you're getting into your 30s, life will be very challenging. It's sad that your parents may not have that much time, but that's the gamble everyone takes. Like, for example, tomorrow my daughter grows up, she's going to be in college. Well, she'll not have time for me. Maybe when she's free, she'll either study or be with her friends. So she's not going to be here. Then one day she'll get her boyfriend, and then she's going to be even more busy. Then, once she gets married, then finish. Like my wife, married to me. Before marriage, she was with her mother, staying at her place. They used to get up together, go uh, prepare the morning cooking food together, cleaning the house together. Then they would go for farming together. They take the cows for the pastures. They'd go to the field for rice farming. They would come back home, eat together, take an afternoon nap, again go out to work. Then in the afternoon, evening, they would go shopping together, and in the night, have dinner and prepare for the next day. Everything was together. But today, after she's married to me, now she no longer stays in the same village. She stays in Samuvi, which is like you have to literally take two connecting flights to reach there. It takes 24 hours. And now she's with me here. So her interaction with her mother is every day she'll just speak for half an hour or 1 hour when she's eating food on the video app. That's it. Just imagine if video app was not there, then she would never even speak to the mother. She would hardly get to speak. So that's a reality of life, like they call it the circle of life. So just decide what is of priority to you, what is important. Is it your goal, which obviously I'm pretty sure you have your personal goals, professional goals, relationship goals, and see what you can allocate in terms of parents, and see what is possible and sustainable. Because end of the day, that's how life is, and life has to move on. So anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I appreciate you sending me a question, especially one that adds value to members. So please feel free. I would always encourage you guys to send me worthwhile topics that I can share or make a video on. All right. Good, bad, ugly. Feel free. Comment down below. This is me signing off. Take care.